Thank you for joining me for another chapter of the Tao Te Ching. Today we're covering chapter 68, Do What You Love to Do. This one really kind of addresses child play and being able to not have to worry about winning. It's not about winning. I was playing. I heard this from another friend, and I recognize this is. I meet with a friend on Saturdays, and we play cribbage and we play cards. And there was a time that they were more competitive than they are now, and I would win, and it wouldn't be anything to me. I would win or I would lose, and I would be like, it doesn't matter to me if I win or lose. Like, without you, I can't play. Without there being competition in some way, there's no ability to play. Like if you're playing tennis and you win eventually, especially if you have like a poor winning attitude, nobody wants to play with you. Sure, you can win, but wouldn't it be best if you just won and it was just like, yeah, okay, you're winning, like you win, but it's okay that you lose or you win or you do, like, because it's just fun to play. It's fun to play cribbage. Let's just play cribbage. It doesn't like blah, 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 blah. Like you get big points. It's like, oh, I'm glad you got a big hand. I'm glad I got a big hand. And it's just about playing the game, just about running around and hitting a ball or whatever it is. So that's what this is really about, saying, like, just do what you love to do. And if you don't love doing it anymore, don't do it. The problem is we get stuck to identity. We say, I'm a soccer player, or I'm good at this. I've been doing this for a long time and I got to win. And I got to and here in the United States, at least, we have all of this winning culture. You got to be a winner. It's all stupid. It's all so stupid. Okay, so let's go ahead and read through this, and then we'll break it down. Great athletes love to play, not win. Great fighters love to fight, not be angry. Great generals love to strategize, not destroy. Great employers love to employ, not be a boss. Great musicians love to play, not perform. They are not attached to identities or outcomes. They simply dance with what they love to do. This is in harmony with Tao. Now, great athletes might not be the highest paid athletes. Great fighters might not be the best, at this moment. Great generals might not be the ones that are employed as the generals that we're focusing on or paying attention to or watching. Great employers might not be ours. Just because they're great, just because they're employers, just because they're athletes, just because they're fighters doesn't make them great. Just because they hold a world record doesn't mean they're great athletes. Being a great athlete means you love to play, not win. So you might find greater athletes at a marathon finishing, over 3 hours, over 3.5 hours, maybe, just because they love to play. They love to run, and they love to have other people play with them. And so they're encouraging others around them. And those are the great athletes. They don't have to be an athlete as a career in order for them to be a great athlete. They don't have to be a great fighter in order, like, great fighters love to fight, not be angry. So it's just like, let's go in and let's wrestle, or let's box, or let's kickbox, or whatever. And I don't have to be angry. Like, I could tap into the energy of that anger to be able to, but I'm not angry at you, and I'm not mad at you, and I'm not trying to build anything so that I can have more emotion. Is that emotion of winning or being angry or destroying? That's not of Tao, right? When we talked about our 3 lessons in the last verse, we talked about compassion, moderation, and humility. Now, you can be a great athlete, love to play, do that to the best of your ability, and never win anything, but you're still a great athlete because you're a great leader. You're holding these treasures, these lessons: compassion, moderation, and humility. Great generals love to strategize, not destroy. They love, like, there is something in strategizing. Like, when you hear how generals do that, and they're like, oh, we looked at, like, history. They're like history buffs, and they love how people have strategized, and it's all chess. It's beautiful. And it's not about just destroying things. When you get into a place of, we're just going to carpet bomb and we're going to do all these things, that's not strategy. I mean, maybe part of it could be. But what you're doing is you're just killing people. You're destroying things. That's not hard. Just like employers who like, oh, we got to save money. Let's just fire people. Let's just cut corners. Are you a great employer? No. You're not actually doing anything. All you're doing is you're doing what any idiot can do. Let's save money by not doing our job properly, by not engaging in the highest of practice. You don't love being an employee. You just love the attention that you get. You love yourself. Great musicians love to play, not perform. They just play. It's all play. And if they're up there performing and they're just playing, that's one thing. But if they're up there performing and going, this is what it's all about, me getting my accolades, me getting praise, me being in front of everybody, well, again, you start to lose those 3 lessons that we talked about in 67. There's no moderation there. There's no humility there. These great individuals are not attached to identities or outcome. Your identity of being a great athlete doesn't mean you have to win. It means you have to love to play and be here and play at your highest capacity at this moment. They simply dance with what they love to do. This is in harmony with Tao. And that's what this one's about. It's love what you do, and don't think that you have to achieve something in order to be great. Our society, of course, has turned this upside down, but you can get over that. And you're going to have to, because there's not enough room in the lives of the people to care about each and every one of us, and to give each and every one of us the attention that we require if we're going to go out there looking for the outcome of fame. And there's just not enough. Just like there's not enough beachfront property for all the dumb motherfuckers out there saying, like, I want beachfront property. There's just not enough. Right? And is that I want to be on an island, and I want this, and I want. There's just not enough. There's not enough people to serve you. There's not enough space for it. There's not like be here, be present with who you are, be humble, be compassionate, be moderate, and be great at everything that you do, because you're doing it because you love it. What is it you love to do? And can you do that thing without competing with others? And can you do that thing with just love in your heart, without having to get something in return, without having to win, without having to destroy, without having to tell people what to do? Those identities and outcomes, like, I want this thing. Well, just do what you do, and you're going to receive everything, because you're being held, you're being supported, you are being sustained. Thank you so much for joining me for another chapter of the Tao Te Ching. That was 68. Do what you love to do. Once again, I'm Martin John, and until next time, keep recovering yourself.